Welcome back to the Alpha Gaming channel. My name is Harris Heller. I am your stream doctor, and today I'm here from the stream setup. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I have a lot of questions asked of me in the Discord, and I wanted to take 50 of them and answer them and see if I can do it in less than 10 minutes. So let's just start. Should I get an XLR mic or a USB mic? Look, the Blue Yeti is a great microphone, and I would absolutely recommend anyone pick that up. Unfortunately, USB mics don't offer a lot of control, so if you're looking to adjust the compression or EQ or, or
maybe an effect or two,
you're going to want an XLR mic. Should I get a custom overlay? Not first. That takes time and money. Get yourself a camera, a mic, lights, and then an overlay in that order. Where is the best place to mount my webcam to my screen? I don't like the top mounted webcam look where everybody's looking at your forehead. If you can pick up a cheap webcam clamp from Amazon, clamp it to the side of your monitor. People are always just going to feel more comfortable if they're on the same eye level as you. How can I improve filling the silence in my stream? Talk to the chat as much as possible. Play with friends that you're talking to a lot. Add music in the background quietly, but enough to fill the silence. Should I use a green screen? That kind of depends on where you're streaming. If you're streaming from a closet or want to use some really cool green screen effects, use a green screen. Just don't use a green screen because it's easier. At what point is it a good choice to ban someone from the chat? Banning people can bring a negative aspect to your chat, especially if they feel like they're walking on eggshells around you. Don't ever ban someone because they hurt your feelings. Laugh at the trolls, be a bigger person than them. If that person is bringing the quality of your chat down, is harming the experience for everyone else in chat, and you've given them a warning, ban them. How can I get copyright-free music so my VODs don't get muted? Don't worry about it. Nobody watches VODs when you're brand new on Twitch. Sacrificing some of the audio for your VOD to make your live stream more entertaining, absolutely worth it. How do I set up a custom transition? In OBS to the right of your mixer, you'll see a scene transitions area. Hit the plus button, add a new stinger transition, set your transaction point to be a place where the entire screen is taken up by your transition, and it also recommends setting your audio fade style to crossfade. That way your voice doesn't fade in and out while you're doing transitions. How do I use your Charmander sub alert for a follow alert instead? Download the original WebM and MP3 file from the Discord, upload it to a new follow alert in Muxy, go to the edit page of my Charmander sub, copy the HTML and the CSS, paste them into your follow alert. Make any minor adjustments in the HTML of what the words actually display and you should be good. Games to avoid when you're a brand new streamer. I'd recommend not streaming the biggest game because there'll be 1,000 people down on the list and no one will find you. I'd also recommend not streaming the obscure games that nobody watches. Find the middle ground games with good fan bases. They'll find you. How can I set up multiple alerts for a single event like a follow or a sub? This is the kind of thing I'd recommend Muxy for. Their multiple alert package setup is really clean and simple for this kind of thing. All you have to do is create multiple alert packages with the same alert type in each one. I have a one PC setup. Should I encode with X264 or NVENC? I'd open up Task Manager, hit more details, then go to Performance. If your CPU has more headroom available, encode with X264. If your GPU has more headroom available, stream in NVENC. But really, you're not going to know unless you try them both. There are arguments on the internet about which one is higher quality. It's all garbage. Do which one works better for your PC. Should I get a one PC stream or a two PC stream? Whichever one you can afford. How do I grow on Twitch? There are channels dedicated to answering this question, but the best short answer, create great content on other social media platforms, then lead those viewers to your Twitch channel. Should I learn to make my own custom alerts? Only if it's something you're really passionate about learning. There are plenty of decent alerts you can get for free on websites like Streamlabs or Stream Elements. How can I tell if my camera and audio are out of sync? The easiest way to tell for sure is to clap on stream. However, I recommend getting a fake second channel so you're not testing your audio in front of your viewers. How do I fix it if my video is ahead of my audio? You need to delay your video feed. You right click on your camera source, go to filters, hit the top plus button, click on video delay, then start changing the milliseconds until they're in sync. What if my audio is ahead of my video? Then you need to delay your microphone. Click on the little gear next to your mic source in the mixer, go to advanced audio properties. Underneath sync offset, start adding and subtracting milliseconds until they're in sync. What do you recommend for a camera upgrade? Get a light, not a new camera. A $50 camera with a $50 light is gonna look 100 times better than a $1,000 camera with no light. Get a light. Should I have a mouse and keyboard camera? Sure, if you have an extra camera. Just make sure it's not distracting. The design of the mouse and keyboard camera has to complement your current design. Make sure you keep your mouse and keyboard camera smaller than your face camera. They're not in your stream to look at your hands, they're there to look at you. What's the first piece of equipment I should buy for my stream? Assuming you have everything you need to capture and stream your gameplay properly, first thing you should get is a camera. What's the second piece? A good mic. I'll link below to that video. Third piece, get some kind of cheap photography lighting. Fourth piece, get yourself a personalized overlay on Fiverr or something like that. And I would recommend getting a solid between games overlay before you spend money on a camera border. Gameplay overlays need to be super simple or they're distracting. Having a solid between games overlay puts you at a whole new tier for your viewers. How do you have different transitions for different scenes? Right click on the scene that you want to transition to, go to transition override and click on the transition you want to use specifically for that scene. My camera looks a little dull and washed out. Right click on your camera source, go to filters, add color correction, turn up the contrast and saturation just a little bit. My voice is fuzzy and crackling on stream, especially when I'm loud. You are peaking. When your audio levels get turned up louder than the maximum audio bandwidth, the edges of the sound waves are getting cut off, causing jagged lines in your sound waves. How do you get tweets at you to show up on stream? Tweetalerts.tv. Streamlabs, StreamElements, or Muxy. This should probably be a video all on its own. All three of these have different advantages. Streamlabs is like a one-stop shop and it's very simple and easy to set up. StreamElements allows you to do a couple more advanced options like consolidating all your browser sources into one if you're willing to spend a little extra time learning how it works. Muxy is by far the best and simplest way to get advanced alerts like I have, but that's pretty much all it can do. If you want anything else, you're gonna have to use a different service. I personally like a really simple but advanced stream, so I go with Muxy, but it's really all about what floats your boat. Should I stream every day? Absolutely not if you're brand new. If you're streaming for one person, you're at the bottom of the list, nobody's gonna find you, you're not gonna grow, you're wasting your time. Keep a job, a social life, anything you need to keep you on your feet and sane. Aside from that, try to grow using your creativity. Sitting down and playing video games for 8 hours a day and calling it a grind is not a grind, it's just lazy. Do you have any tips for people trying to make their own overlays? Make 100 of them. You're not gonna find your signature style on your first creation. Make one, use it for a while, decide what you like about the overlay, decide what you wanna change about the overlay, and then make a new one and do that over and over and over. Lyric and some other popular streamers don't have a webcam. Why do you say I need one? You aren't Lyric. Lyric is the exception, not the rule. Success on Twitch is rare enough as it is. Don't make it harder on yourself by trying to be the exception. Give yourself every chance to succeed. Once you're big, be my guest. Get rid of the webcam. How do I find collaborations? Find them on Twitch and in Discord. I made a video on it. I will put a link in the description below. Should I mimic my favorite streamer or try to be original? Look, here's the deal. You're not going to discover your brand right from the beginning, and there's nothing wrong with observing yourself and seeing, hey, I need to change this about my online personality. If you want this to turn into a profitable business, you have to be a businessman about it. So find your favorite streamers that you want to embody and try to embody that person. Find a streamer that you look up to and you enjoy watching, try to embody some of their personality quirks. Over time, you'll find out what works with your personality and doesn't. Move on to another streamer, find some of your favorite personality quirks of that person, see if it works for you. Explore your potential of who you can be. Don't be ashamed to be introspective and recognize that you might have some personality quirks that don't work on camera. That's okay. It is possible to change those things and still be you. Should I do a giveaway? Like, if you're pulling in 100 subs and you can afford to give away a mouse or a controller, be my guest. But if you're a brand new streamer and you're giving away your only income on these things, I can tell you right now, my giveaways, very few of the followers that have come from giveaways stay after the giveaway's over. Spend that money on a better looking stream and higher quality production. Giveaways should really be less of a bring new people in kind of thing and more of a thank you to those who have already been a member of your Twitch family for a long time. Should I start a YouTube channel? Yes. Should I make compilations of my own stream clips? No. There are a million channels making terrible clip compilations. Do something creative. Should I try other platforms like Mixer? Yes. Smaller platforms know that their biggest user base is small streamers, and so they make a much larger effort to make your channel discoverable, much more than Twitch does. Just make sure you don't expect the new platform you transfer to solve all your problems immediately. If you switch to Mixer, make sure you are resolved to be the best streamer on Mixer. How do I get my overlay to change colors during follows and subs? Kind of like I mentioned earlier in the video about using the system like Muxy to have multiple alerts. Make one of those alerts an animation of your overlay changing colors and place it right on top of your overlay. And then have the other alert be your normal alert. What's something I can do to make my stream more interesting? Ask yourself what's one thing you are good at besides playing video games. Search that thing on YouTube, see if you find anybody doing that thing in an interesting way and see if you can incorporate that into your stream. And that's just one idea. There are a million things you can do. Should I do a 24-hour stream? Yes, people love the hype. How do I make money streaming? Look, if you're streaming for less than 10 people and you're trying to ask how to make money streaming, you're never gonna grow. You're not gonna make money for a while. Sure, have your bits and your donations set up in case people want to support, but your focus right now should be growth. Money will come in the future. Should I try follow for follow? Delete your Twitch account. What image file type should I use for an overlay? PNGs have a transparent layer, JPEGs do not. Use a PNG. Can anybody make it on Twitch? Yes. Anybody has a potential career on Twitch. There will be some easy natural growth for some, and for others, kind of like myself, it will take a lot of self-perspective, change, and creativity. But it is never just not in the cards for anybody. What's the best Mountain Dew? Citrus cherry, don't at me. My stream is lagging. Is it my computer or my internet? Look at the bottom right corner of OBS. If you see your kilobits per second dipping below what you've set it to, it's your internet. If not, it's your computer. Should I work out? Yes, health is important. And that should be 50 questions unless I missed one. I'm gonna be honest, I won't know if that was less than 10 minutes until after I edit this video. We will see if I failed or not. I'm gonna start saving questions up for the next 50 questions. So if you have any questions that I didn't answer in this, leave them down in the comments. I'll start writing them down. Also, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button if this was helpful at all, and be sure to click the link in the description to jump into my stream. I love you all. I hope to see you there. And as always, happy streaming.
Oh, he's moving out from factory.
I see him.
What? You absolute animal. See if his teammate.
Oh, I see him.
Oh no! You savage! What?